What is going on, Pacer Nation? Welcome back to another episode of Bring the Juice Pacers. Guys, the Indiana Pacers season was ended just a few short days ago against the Boston Celtics. They were swept in the Eastern Conference Finals, and the majestic and miracle season of the Indiana Pacers in 2024 has now sadly come to an end. As far as the series goes, there's a lot of good that can be taken from that series. There's also a lot of bad that can be taken from that series. Obviously, the Indiana Pacers were extremely competitive with the Boston Celtics, never once really being blown out in any game, really. And then, of course, you also look at it and say that Tyrese Halliburton from Game 2 was not at his peak, and so on and so forth. So clearly, the Indiana Pacers were down their best player and was definitely trying to compensate for that loss. So, of course, the Indiana Pacers, even without him, were having given chances to win those games. And that ultimately is where the bad news comes in, is that the Pacers had every opportunity to win those games despite Tyrese Halliburton being out, but yet couldn't close the deal. And of course, that is where ultimately the Indiana Pacers must find their identity next season. What exactly do they do to find it? I have no idea, but the Indiana Pacers, they're a great offensive team, a bad defensive team. So you've got to figure it out one way or the other. But there is a lot of great to be taken from this 2024 season. Again, nobody had the Indiana Pacers being in the Eastern Conference Finals, facing against the best team in the NBA this year from the regular season. And even to this point, the Boston Celtics, who, again, for the majority of the year has been the best team in the NBA. And again, despite being swept, there's a lot of great things to take into this season. The Pacers, they were a good team even before Pascal Siakam made it to this team. The Pacers made a big in-season move. Were able to bring in Siakam, and then ultimately, this team just continued to move forward at a rapid rate. And this is a young team with a lot of high expectations now going into next year. We will see what the Indiana Pacers end up doing this offseason. Do they sign Pascal Siakam? Do they go out and make great any more free agent moves? What do they try to do moving forward? But it was a great season nonetheless, guys. Remember, this channel, this actual Pacers channel, did not start putting out content until I believe it was January of this last year. So the Indiana Pacers definitely won over myself and Cody and a few other people. And the Pacers, this was one of the most enjoyable seasons that the Indiana Pacers have had in a long, long time. And no doubt that Indiana Pacers fans are feeling excited about the future of this team. Remember, like I said, this is a very young team. Despite Pascal Siakam, there's quite a few guys here that are under the age of 30 and only guys that are on their first contracts. So there's a lot of great things to be looking at going forward with the Indiana Pacers, and we will continue to put out a few videos over the summer depicting what the Indiana Pacers should do, what we're looking forward to, and all of those great things. But let us know your comments, guys. How'd you feel about the 2024 season for the Indiana Pacers? Was it a letdown for you? Was it a great success story for you? But that's going to do it for this one, guys. Thank you so much. And as always, go Pacers.